Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are having episode 3 of the Western Roman campaign in Barbarian Invasion, expansion of Rome Total War. And our aim is to conquer the whole map, but I don't think we will be able to do that in this video. So at the moment our main objective is to capture as many of the rebellious provinces as possible. And we can begin by starting the siege of Taraco. And let's see if we can raise taxes. I guess in Arles and Massilia we will be able to do that. And maybe some other cities as well. Okay. The situation is actually starting to improve a bit. At least in some areas. And let's make the financial check as well. So we are still making 10,000 deficit per turn. So we are in a bit of a hurry to capture these cities. I'm trying here to make a bit shorter episodes and release them a bit more often. So previously one video has been about from 1 hour to 1.5 hours in length. But let's see if I release every day an episode that's about 30 to 45 minutes in length. So maybe that would be nicer for you. Let's see if the test doesn't work, and you can also comment if you would like to rather have the longer episode in a let's say in spare spacing or not released as often. Then you can propose that. I think I will respect the comment, but let's try. That's my idea, at least for the moment. So it seems the enemy is about to leave some of the walls directly for us.
This is a step on the path to victory. The towers are at the walls.
Let's see if our fortune continues. And let's hope that these won't panic, because there are quite a lot of peasants on the walls. And soon, I think the first men are ready to engage. We could also have tried to starve out the enemies, but I think the losses for the treasury would have been a bit too great. Okay, they are wavering. Not a good sign. Let's send some help.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
And let's bring in the general and some reinforcements to the area as well. I think that should help in keeping the morale up. And the first enemy unit is actually broken, so that should work as a decent morale boost for these ones fighting here. And if the enemy general wants to ride underneath these towers, who are we to stop him? So let's send... Okay, are these taking hit from that tower? Hopefully not. And I think these towers are enough for us. And I think we can send the cavalry to fight the peasants here, and these troops are starting to take hit from the tower there. So let's send this Foederati infantry to capture the tower. Let's see how our cavalry is doing against the peasants here. Decently, at the very least. Hopefully our tower won't kill us. And you should go up and take the tower for us ASAP. And it's ours. Excellent. And then let's take care of the rest of the enemy units there. And now we should plan our attack on the city center, and I guess this will be our road here. So let's bring in some of the infantry and the archers and the cavalry, and this time the... oh, not this one. And this time the enemy general's bodyguard is especially dangerous, since we have only rather light infantry. Okay, Foederati infantry likely gets a bonus against cavalry, but I don't think that's good enough. And they have taken quite a bit of casualties on the walls here already. And they are becoming tired, but at least every enemy is down now. So we need to bring in the men in, and let's give them some rest, and then we will engage the enemy bodyguard. And let's just hope that they come the right way. I think you have run enough. And let's form up there. Let's bring in the archers. Maybe a best place here would be that we would have a somewhat of a concave here. So 3 spear units here and 1 there. So we can try to flank the enemy when he attacks. And then let's bring in some of the cavalry to support things here. And let's just hope that that tower cannot shoot far enough. So they are very tired, fresh, very tired, winded. And the unit we are hoping to hold on their own are these. But we won't move just yet. And of course the general must be near the front line. Still winded. Warmed up, okay. I think we can start to organize. Let's lower the speed a bit, because the enemy might react here. Then hopefully the general will be close enough there. And then if the need arises, which it almost certainly does, we will bring the light cavalry to help. And let's try to force the peasants to fight us first. And actually you guys don't have permission to chase the enemies. And let's see what the response will be. Okay. Maybe they all are attacking. It would be very beneficial to take down at least some of the general's bodyguard. But that might be a bit too much to hope for. Unless we can shoot them on the back. So the battle is about to begin. And let's send in the spearmen to fight the general and the archers, or rather the cavalry, to keep off the peasants here. And now we just need to keep the general alive. And it seems we cannot do that by withdrawing him. So we just have... Okay, enemy general is down. Excellent. And now we can push with the spearmen against the peasants also, but let's make sure that our general doesn't die. Or at least try to make sure. And the city is ours. We took quite heavy casualties, but I think it's worth it. And the situation in this city is looking rather good. We need to leave some units as a garrison, but the majority of the army will head towards Carthago Nova to capture it. And then we are having quite decent hold of Spain once again. And our deficit is looking like we will be able to break even rather soon. And actually, okay, so one turn and we should have that city. Maybe next turn we will be able to break even. And then we can start to make some investments for boosting our economy altogether. Okay, we will take ceasefire with Sarmatians. Maybe they want to trade. Good. Okay, Franks are expanding. I think this will threaten Carthage soon. So we are up to a fight. But I think bridge battle will be more beneficial for us. Especially if the enemy does not have spears with the army. Which I don't think they have. So basically the plan is to charge from two directions on the enemies as they are finishing the crossing of the bridge. And hopefully it will be okay. Light infantry or some cavalry at the front. I think it's the best we can hope for. And it's not too bad if we have to flee from here. Okay, those Bugelari will be a problem if they get across. And let's slow the game a bit. And it's time to charge. And let's hope we can take care of these axemen here. And I think this... Okay, that general is a bit too courageous. So new feature compared to original Rome Total War is that some units can swim. Okay. And let's charge those. Okay. And of course we are trying to flee to the side of the enemy, so we lost the whole army. So, bridge battle didn't actually work out as planned. And where is this fight taking place? Okay, we can fight, but we will lose. So we need to capture Barakum once again. Cordoba is growing. That's a bit problematic for us. And let's see about the financial situation. So we are making a deficit of some 7,000 at the moment. So the situation is improving bit by bit, but it's still pretty untenable. At least if we are unable to capture the required cities soon. Okay, and there was a defeat here. I think here we can take auto-resolve, and an ability for night fighting is beneficial for others as well. And at the moment the situation is looking better and better, and I think we will be able to send some reinforcements across the sea to take out the Celts, and then we should be able to take Campus Frisi at some point. So let's send at least the heavy infantry, cavalry, and a couple of generals. And I think he will become a decent general of Londium, and these troops will go to help out in the north. And Alraida is besieged. It's actually better to have this as a rebel city rather than a city of Celts, because it will make it easier to capture it later on. So let's see about Augusta Trevorum. Maybe we can raise taxes a bit. And here let's take care of those rebels. Okay, mercenary veteran. I think we won't be taking care of them anytime soon. So let's wait for these troops to arrive. Barakum needs to lower taxes a bit, I think. And I guess we were also besieging Salona here. And the enemy presence there is quite minuscule, and it seems the Eastern Rome is on a warpath. So we need to clear the situation here quickly, and also in the surroundings of Campus Quadi, so we can bring reinforcements to the places where it does matter. So 2 towers, it seems, and the walls are quite sturdy. But fortunately, the enemy garrison is very small. So if at least one of these towers can get to the wall, okay, it seems one of them is not getting to the wall, but maybe the other will. And let's just hope that these won't bug like this. Okay. Is it working or is it not? I mean, come on. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. We are having some of the men on the walls. Excellent. Let's take the gateway and some of the towers near it.
Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
And we can start to bring in the troops. And I guess that's enough. And let's just make sure that this tower won't shoot us, so let's take it also. And I think it's better to run and rest a bit rather than walk all the way. Of course, it's better if the enemy chooses to charge us while we are moving, but I think it's a bit faster this way. And it seems we have... okay. It seems he's getting finally in. And our troops should be in place pretty soon. And they are tired. I'm not sure, can we use these Pusellari or Pukellari? How do you pronounce that? If you know, you can post that in a comment. But at least we need to use these legionaries. Okay, it seems we are ready for the next phase of the operation, and that will include that these units will get placed there, supported by the general and the Catholic priests. Are they singing war chants or whatever it is they are singing? And this is a bit risky time here, because the enemy may decide to charge like that. Everyone is still eager, which is good news. Enemy bodyguards are starting to go down. And that's still eager, so we should be doing okay. Still eager. And only 10 bodyguards left. And now it's only mopping up operation. So, Salona is ours, and maybe finally we will be able to break even. Woohoo! So, the difficult question is what to do with all the money we have. And I think if we can capture this settlement here, shouldn't be too difficult. So let's try to take it also. We can at least try to make something. Maybe a couple of ports will be helpful, but we need to make sure that the Eastern Empire cannot get our cities. So the main task for these archers is to take care of the enemy archers and enemy spearmen until we have broken through the palisade. And I think the cavalry can run these down, or the remainder of them, after the palisade has been broken. Fortunately, the enemy defenses are quite light, so we should have no troubles, or too many troubles at least, taking care of this settlement. And let's see if we can do some damage to the enemy. Oh, actually the spears are at the center. So, maybe the tactics here is to choose cavalry to run down the enemy peasants, and then use the archers and infantry to take care of the enemy pikemen or spear warband, which is the most difficult unit we have to face here. And time to come back. At think the enemy strength here is nicely depleted. And we need to prepare to utilize the cavalry here as well. And let's take care of the enemy archers first. And then I think we can start to rain arrows on the enemy spearmen. And actually it seems to be working quite nicely. Maybe we could try to... Okay. Clean victory. Absolutely a clean victory. One has to be happy about victories like this in Barbarian Invasion. And some more money. And of course the population isn't that happy here. So let's see about the situation. Okay. I'm not certain that we can hold this. But let's see. Nonetheless, we need to send the general and at least some of the troops to help defend the other area. Oh, what's the city name? Aquingum there. And so it seems the paganism isn't giving way here, so we are preparing to abandon this. But at least it will act as a buffer against rebels or the enemy hordes, which are likely to arrive rather soon. And let's send actually this, and it's a Christian province, so it should benefit the public order here as well. Campus Lasugis here might be another province to take care of, and of course Sirmium would be a nice addition to the empire here, but I don't think at the moment we are in a position to take them. So let's see if we construct a port here. The trade income will increase quite nicely. What about a port here? Not so great increase, so we will leave that at that. What about Aals? I think this should be nice boost. Yes, it is. Good. And what about Avaricum? Not so great. So we are not going to do it there. And what about Vicus Ale Manni? Maybe we are not. Let's repair the stockade, but we will leave it to be a pagan city for now. And I guess it was Lepsis Magna that was in need of some extra troops. And let's train some more troops there. And I think porting Karalis might be very beneficial. Yes, indeed. So with these investments we are making a nice amount of money per turn for the next couple of turns. And actually we can assault Burgin. What was the city name? Burdikala also. And I guess this army will head against Berbers next. the comitatenses here shouldn't have any problems taking care of. Okay, that's enemy faction leader actually. So there might actually be some problems here. But then again, we don't need to take too much care about these generals. Of course, we cannot throw them out for free. But at least we have some tactical flexibility available for us.
Our soldiers have captured the walls! Now is the time to press on and capture this place!
Okay, that's nice, and that's not so nice. So, legionaries engage ASAP. And excellent.
The enemy leader is dead. No honest Roman will weep even though he was a countryman.
And we have a victory. Excellent. And it seems we haven't had this much of money in the game, well, ever. And I guess we will send this army towards Spain. I think they will help at least in Carthago Nova. Or rather, let's send actually the cavalry south here. And then the comitatenses to the east. To reinforce the borders there. Okay, and now let's see the financial situation. So we should be doing okay at the moment. The majority of the areas have been conquered back. And we can actually start to construct something. What would Dockyard do in Rome? Well, maybe not the best investment. Mediolanum does not have a port. So it should be quite beneficial, and we should also repair the amphitheater so we can get rid of the games that are costing us quite a bit. And Aquincum, I think some extra defenses here wouldn't be bad. They will also boost public order. And unfortunately the Romans can arrive before our reinforcements. Maybe we should hire some mercenaries to reinforce. The city, can these get? No, they cannot. Okay. So let's repair the walls there. And actually, if we make... Okay, there is not enough population to make troops there. What about Londinium? It's not useful to make anything more there. I would hate not to spend everything now that we have a chance. Maybe the public baths and militia barracks will be repaired in Carthage. And as Syracuse has... Oh, has not grown just yet. So maybe some more troops in Massilia, as the cavalry could be used better elsewhere. Okay, I think we have a turn. And we want to trade with Goths. Can they give us some map information? Okay, they are still living in peace, it seems. Syracuse is expanding. And Campus Quad is rioting. Barakum will be besieged once again. And the army here is traveling towards Carthago Nova. And here I think we can pass on. Oh, not there, but here. We can pass on the retinue. And Fiscus Alemanni isn't that happy anymore. And fortunately we are able to get troops into Aquincum here, and it seems the Eastern Rome has withdrawn. And no need to train these troops there anymore. Just wondering, could we be able to hold Campus Quadi? Let's try it out, at the very least.
Imperator, move out! No more moves, sir.
And next turn the trade should pick up quite a bit in our areas. And I guess we will try to starve out Dalraida. Because of these mercenaries are Mason Archers and Hounds of Kulan, which are quite difficult to beat. So, the situation is starting to look rather good here in the Western Rome. We have some rebel provinces still left, but we have managed to take some new area, and actually we might be able to keep it if we are lucky or play skillfully enough. And we are pushing back at least our enemies in the north and hopefully soon in the south as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That will help a great deal. You can also post comments about the gameplay, what tactics I should use or what strategies I should use, and so on. You can also share this video. That would help a great deal. Maybe you know someone who would like this kind of videos. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.